Okay, so this assessment is going to be the push-up assessment, all right? So this is a push-up test for local muscular endurance. It's going to go along with this sheet right here. It's actually two sheets because the fitness categories are on a second page here, all right? So the biggest thing for this test is making sure that you have proper technique. And when your technique fails, that's when the test is over. So that could go along with you not being able to do another push-up, or it just could be that your technique starts to get really bad, and that's a marker for you to stop the test. This is as many push-ups as you can get. There's no time limit on it, so it's, but you need to make sure that you're continuously doing push-ups without really much rest in between. Now, there are two options. You can try a modified push-up at the knees, or you can do a regular push-up at the toes. Notice on this sheet, it doesn't specify anything about gender. So this is not specific to men or women. This is only specific to the type of push-up that you choose. So you could, if you are a woman and you feel really capable at the toes, you can choose that and test yourself on that. If you're a guy and you haven't done push-ups in a while, try it at the knees. Or you can try both. Today you could try it at the toes. In a few days, you can try it at the knees and kind of compare your scores, okay? Choose the one that's most appropriate for you. I would encourage you, if you haven't worked out in a while or you haven't done a push-up for a while, go with the modified at the knees first. That's the best place to start to get you an idea of where you're at. And then you can always go up and try it at the toes, which is definitely a more significant intensity compared to the modified version. So, on the sheet, it's got some technique tips. I'm going to pull the camera back and just go over push-up technique with you real quick. So if we're looking at push-up setup, I'm going to move over here. I'm going to go with the modified version first. I'm going to pull the camera down just a little bit so you can see me on the floor. Modified version looks like this. So I'm going to start at the knees, right? And I'm going to walk out my hands. I'm going to walk my knees back a little bit. Biggest thing here first is make sure my abs are turned on. I don't want a sway back like that. I want to pull my drawstring to my nose, get my abs turned on. I want my elbows and my hands to be just a little bit outside shoulder width. So the biggest thing here is when you do the push-up, you don't want to go into a T. So you don't want to look like a T when you go down. And you don't want your elbows squished to your side, all right? So you would like to have everything be looking like an arrow, not a T, an arrow, all right? So that's a good position where your elbows are about 45 degrees off of your body, right? And that's more healthy for your shoulders and your elbows to do it that way anyway. So I'm going to get into that position. Big key on the modified push-up is to take your entire body down, entire body up, entire body down, entire body up, okay? As long as you break about 90 degrees at the elbows, my hat is sort of getting in my way a little bit, but if you break 90 degrees at the elbows and your chest gets an inch from the ground, you're good. You can count that push-up. Now, what are some things that you're going to look for to see if you need to stop the test? All right, so if you're going to stop the test, your push-up is probably, you're not going to be able to complete a push-up. So it'll look like this, and you can't do it. Or you're going to start feeling your stomach come out here. Or you're going to start doing the chicken dance with your head. Or your shoulder blades are going to start popping up like that. Those are indicators that you need to stop the test and you're done, okay? Now, your other variation of the push-up is the full push-up at the toes. It is significantly more advanced. It's much tougher because you have to control the middle of your body a lot more, and there's a lot more intensity on your upper body to deal with, more body weight to deal with. So you're going to get into a plank position here. You're going to pull those abs in. You're going to lower yourself down, push up. Do as many as possible. The key here with the push-up test is we're not doing this. We're not in that modified version or that full version. We do a push-up, and then we take 30 seconds of rest and do another one. It should be nice and continuous. down, up, okay? You don't have to go super fast, but it should be at a nice, consistent pace. You can take 1 or 2 seconds at the top, but that's it, okay? So that is the push-up assessment for upper body endurance.